Reporter Wale Aliyu has done several in-depth reports on police department budgets. And tonight he shows us how much cities and towns paid to secure the record number of votes cast this year.
The good news, we broke many voter turnout records. The bad, we also broke many expense records.
The costs were astronomical, and cities and towns currently are bearing the burden.
How much more would you say this election is costing cities and towns all across Mass?
I would say a fair estimate would be almost double.
Depending on the jurisdiction, that may very well be true. The state statute only required police at polling places on Election Day. That was optional during the 2 weeks of early voting. Totals haven't been finalized in Boston, but police tell us they spent thousands on detail and overtime protecting ballot boxes around the city, especially after someone set this Copley Square ballot box on fire. Fire is making Boston pay more, but firefighters in Worcester making them pay less.
Drop-off boxes, they were all housed at fire stations, so we had security 24/7.
Other cities like Chelsea saved money by choosing specific times to protect the ballot boxes, like Halloween night. Speaking of Halloween, cities like Salem saved money by buying surveillance cameras to protect boxes. Cities like Quincy and Haverhill kept expenses down by simply patrolling near boxes. But even after saving money on police, these cities had to spend a lot of cash on poll workers, PPE, and the mail itself.
20,000 mail-in ballots in the state primary, and we had a little over, I would say 35,000 mail-in ballots in the presidential election. So just in that, I would say well over $30,000 just on mailing costs.
That money not in their budget, but they hope it can be recouped.
We are hoping to work with the state auditor's office to compile costs and to have some kind of standardized formula for reimbursement to the cities and towns. Naturally, there's an expectation that this was a state election.
And even though you thought this election has been over for a while, it actually didn't officially end until 5 p.m. Friday the 13th. That's when the overseas ballots were due. It's been a long and costly election, but 2020 wouldn't have it any other way. I'm Wale Aliyu for Boston 25 Tonight.